my next segment that I have that Chase doesn't know about is I have a list right here. Definitely we haven't tried all of these, but I have a list of 50 fast food restaurants, and I want us to rank them all. I want us to give them an A through F ranking.
Okay. Can I give an I for incomplete if I've never had it?
Yes, we'll give an I for incomplete, and we could you could give you a little bit of an opinion on them for each one. Number 50, we're gonna go down to up. Number 50 they have here is White Castle.
Incomplete, never had it. They don't have them around here.
I'm gonna give it a C plus just because the one I went to was in Omaha and it had like bullets in the windows, like bullet holes in the windows. It was not a great White Castle. I'm sure they're like fine White Castles in other parts. This one was not good. It was very dirty. The food was like all right.
I feel like Crystals is probably going to be on the this list also, and just out of courtesy, you have to give Crystals and White Castle the exact same grade because of pretty much the exact same thing from what I understand. So I've had Crystals, which means I've therefore probably had White Castle. So I'm going to match your grade on White Castle then instead of the incomplete.
Boston Market.
Never had Boston Market.
I haven't either. Incomplete. There was one around me when I lived in Los Angeles, but I've never been.
I remember their jazzy. I mean, I would like to go. Rotisserie chicken is delicious. Like, I don't know how many times I've spent, like,
I used to get them at Costco all the time.
Yeah, I
just
$6. A big part of my life is standing shirtless over rotisserie chickens and just eating the skin.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've never had Boston Market, but I do remember the commercials from when I was a kid vividly.
Annie Ann's pretzels.
Don't even know. Oh, no, never had it. That's like mall food.
Yeah, mall food is in here. I don't count that as fast food, so I'm not going to rank it. I'll do that on malls later. Some of these I don't know if I classify them as fast food, so I'm going to skip them until I do. Church's Chicken. Never had Church's Chicken.
It's I think when it comes to fast food fried chicken, it's not the best.
There's like better options usually where you can find a Church's Chicken.
The highest grossing Church's Chicken in the nation is here in Little Rock.
Awesome. That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Tim Hortons.
Never had Tim Hortons, man.
I had it when I was up in Canada this last December, and I'm gonna give this one an A. Fucking like fresh made donuts every day is a huge boon. Coffee was bomb. I never went there for like their lunch specials or anything. Breakfast was top tier. Fucking bomb.
See, I've only heard like glory stories of Timmy Ho's, so I think it might have already been built up way too much in my mind.
It might have, and I feel like back in the day it used to be even better. I think it was like 7 or 8 years ago they got bought out by Burger King. And they're still pretty good, but I think back in the day they were like really top tier.
Listen, about the time that like Bob Baffert's horses started testing positive for dope is about the time he started hanging out with the Big King. The Big King fucks up a lot of things.
It does.
Yeah.
Would you consider Papa Murphy's like a fast food place? Or
no, that's like take and bake pizza, right?
Yeah, like I don't consider pizza places fast food.
No, I don't either.
Like unless Domino's and Pizza Hut, they're their own thing.
Little Caesars is the only one that I would classify as fast food because the hot and ready.
If we see Little Caesars on here, we'll say, what about like sub sandwich places, like a Firehouse Subs? Is that fast food?
It's a step in between. It's a step in between. It feels like it's not casual dining. It's not. But I'll consider it. I mean, I love Firehouse Subs.
Okay, for the pretenses of this list, we'll consider those sandwich places.
Okay.
Fast food. So yeah, Firehouse Subs is the next one. I'm gonna give Firehouse Subs an A.
A plus. I fucking love Firehouse. Give me the goddamn New York steamer combo large on white with everything on it plus mushrooms, and let me get a fucking sweet tea. God damn it, I love Firehouse Subs.
It's fucking great. Like if there's not like a local place that I love, usually I'll go for like a Firehouse Sub if it's there. If I'm going for a hot sub, it's fucking bomb.
One time in 7th grade, I was they let you try all the hot sauces at a Firehouse Subs.
Yep.
So I tried one of the hottest hot sauces, and I went to rub my eyes, and I didn't realize that I had gotten a little bit of the sauce from the bottle on my fingers, and I just pretty much maced myself in the middle of a Firehouse Subs and was just like, could not see for
just done. Just you're fucked.
Yep. Anecdote over. Go.
Del Taco. This is I'm pretty sure this is an LA thing. I think I don't know.
We're like Taco Bueno. I think Taco Bueno is like the Del Taco equivalent. So
I'll give Del Taco a B, just because it's pretty decent and it's very cheap. It's like extremely cheap.
That's kind of how Taco Bueno is here.
You kind of get what you pay for, but I mean it's decent.
Yeah.
Checkers and Rallies.
B minus.
Yeah, they're just very inconvenient a lot of the time.
They're inconvenient. There's just a lot of
And people
everyone who works at our like rallies or checkers always just has like a shitty attitude too. I hate to classify and entire people by what they do.
No, it's true
like,
though. It's true.
It's like, all garbage men are all just like chew with their fucking mouths open. No, yeah, their burgers just aren't like great. Like they're more like, I don't know. It's like high school cafeteria.
Like, they're all right, but like for how inconvenient, and they're like not super cheap. They're not like McDonald's priced.
No, they're not. I'm gonna take it down from a B minus to like a C, just a flat C.
I'm gonna go C minus.
C minus, yeah, I'm with you. Let's keep tanking the stock.
Where do you put like a Chipotle in fast food? Like, what is Chipotle fast food?
But it's in there. It's in there with like the category of like a Firehouse Subs. So
we're gonna include it. So we have Qdoba next.
B. I like Qdoba.
I like Qdoba too. It's a solid B.
Yeah, we don't have Qdoba around here. Only time I've eaten at a Qdoba is a Tallahassee.
They got one near me. They got one in the town next to me.
Yeah.
Next is El Pollo Loco, and I'm gonna give El Pollo Loco a fucking A.
Never had a crazy chicken.
Really never had a good. Really good fast food.
Isn't that kind of like a Hispanic Boston market? Isn't that kind of what I get?
Yeah, you should go you can actually get like a whole chicken kind of from them. Yeah.
Okay. I've never. That sounds awesome. I would most likely give it an A if I tried it, but I've never had it. Yeah, that sounds right. Anything that's got crispy, delicious skin, I'm all for it.
Steak and Shake is next, and I'm gonna give Steak and Shake a D plus.
My first job was a Steak and Shake waiter.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 2 weeks. That's how long I lasted. I had somebody go like gorilla pimp over me, putting their kids like shake in like a paper cup instead of giving them the glass. I was like, I'm out. This is too high stakes for me. I kind of like Steak and Shake. Like their burgers suck. They have way too many things on the menu. God, the more I talk about it, the shakes are bomb now. But the more I talk about it, the more I reminisce, I realize there's not really a whole lot of redeeming qualities about it. I'm giving it a D. Also, the burgers aren't good. Give me the rest of my fucking fry, you assholes. What is this shoestring bullshit?
Next up is another sub sandwich place. It's Jersey Mike's.
Never had a Jersey Mike's.
I'm going to put it up there with Firehouse. I prefer Jersey Mike's for the cold, Firehouse for the hot.
Yeah. I don't
they're
like
both around the same price range. They're both pretty pricey.
I would much rather have if I'm going to spend that much, then I'm going to need you to put fire to bread and like toast some shit, otherwise what am I paying you for?
I appreciate a really good cold sandwich. I can appreciate
I like a cold sandwich too, but like if I'm going to
that's why I'm bumping,
give you more funds for
Firehouse is an A, Jersey Mike's is like a B to B plus just because it's around the same price and you're not getting quite as much.
Also, Peter Cancaro, I think his name is, who is the CEO of Jersey Mike's, who keeps popping up on all these goddamn commercials, has black dead eyes like Jaws.
I mean, what would you expect of a CEO or a company owner?
Yeah, he sold his soul. He's like, after what I've seen done to little boys in Thailand after what I've paid good money to see happen to little boys in Thailand, I have these creepy dead
like, have you ever seen the movie Hostel?
No, I don't watch shit like that. Like, you made me watch the Banana Splits and it fucking ruined me, Jim. Like, I don't watch that shit.
Banana Splits is amazing. Hostel is basically like rich people that have just every
I know
of life. Yeah, it's just they're just tired of life, so now they just have to torture people. I feel like he's that level.
Yeah, probably.
Next up, we have
sandwich money will change people. I had Raising Cane's today. A plus.
Raising Cane's
is graduated. It's got a PhD also with 2 Ds for a double dose of that pimpin'.
What would you give Raising Cane's if they didn't have the sauce?
Like a B.
Right? That sauce is just what really elevates.
Takes it to the next level. But there, you run into a little bit of like a conundrum here, because it means that you're going to have to also equally value Zaxby's. If Guthrie's is on that list, has made the list, you're going to have to equally value Guthrie's because it's pretty much the exact same thing. Chicken plus a bomb ass sauce is kind of like a Ramelade sauce. Always wins.
It's true. Next up is Wingstop, who I will consider fast food. I wouldn't put Buffalo Wild, but I would put Wingstop. And Wingstop to me is like B, because it's just maybe a C plus, just because it's very hit or miss. When it hits, it's pretty good and it's very cheap. But when it misses, Wingstop is trash.
I'm gonna give it B plus for for how brave they are because they've gone into thighs. I love chicken
I do
thighs.
like that. I do like
that is my
too.
favorite part of the chicken is the thigh. So
Can I say something a little controversial? I love boneless wings. I absolutely love boneless wings. I love saucy nugs.
kind of feel like I don't know you anymore.
Hey, I love regular wings more. They're better, but I love boneless wings. I think it maybe has something to do with like when I'm on the road traveling. A lot of the places we've been, they were out of traditional wings, so I just got accustomed to boneless.
You're forced into this life.
So now I just kind of like them.
It's this kind of, I don't know. This kind of feels like I don't know, you went to the bar one night and there were no girls there, and now like your situation is just kind of fluid.
Boom. I have Jared in the chat. Boneless wings I like too. Boom.
I mean,
Jenna also bone-in wings, so fair.
Bone-in, yeah. Jenna knows what's up. Bone-in wings, yeah. Like I don't know.
That's maybe my most controversial take is I like boneless wings.
It is controversial. It's certainly controversial in the gymnasium. That is for in the garage. It's
next up, Bojangles.
I've only had a Bojangles once. It was on the way to. It's good. It's decent fried chicken. It's a step. It's like just a step above Church's. I'll give it a B-.
Okay, I'm gonna give it an I for inconclusive. Next up is Carl's Jr.
Which is Hardee's. Yeah,
Carl's Jr. Hardee's, either one.
I'm gonna
give it a B.
I used to really like the old edition of Hardee's, like before, like they revamped it with like the thick burgers and stuff. Like whenever they did that, like I feel like I was like maybe like a senior in high school when they changed Hardee's. But before that, I fucking loved Hardee's, and now I'm just like, like
I'm gonna give it a B+.
I'll give it I'm gonna give it a B-. Like as soon as Hardee's tagline became Hardee's because fuck you, like that's when I started like, you know. Once they were like, we're gonna put barbecue on this burger, then we're gonna put a donut on it, and then we're gonna put in some minor laxatives because fuck you, we're Hardee's. That's when they got the minus. It's sad that I still give them a B though.
Hey, they're good. They're good.
Yeah.
Culver's next.
Rare treat for me. Very rare treat.
Yeah, they're very hard to find in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, Culver's is a plus of having a Midwestern wife. Yeah. Butterburger and a fried cheese curds. Yeah, A. I'll give Culver's an A.
A+ because of things you mentioned. Their custard is amazing. And they make their own root beer. That's a huge plus to me.
Okay. Very rarely do I order a root beer, but
it's my favorite soda. Root beer. It's my favorite soda, so I order it everywhere. They make their own. It's fucking delicious.
I'm good that we did this because I feel like I'm learning a lot of things about you right now, Jim. Things that I like and things that I don't like. You know,
I'm a big root beer guy.
At the end of the day, I still love you, buddy.
Next up is Five Guys.
A.
I'm gonna give it a solid A because the amount of stuff you get, it's expensive. Five Guys is you're paying for it, but they kind of make up for it by filling your bag up with fries.
Yeah, it's a stupid amount.
Before the pandemic, you got free peanuts while you waited in line.
Yeah, and the burger's good. The burger is good. You have so many options for what you can put on the burger. Like, come on, millennials and the generations after, it's all about customization, and you get to customize your burger so many ways.
So Jared also with the Culver's. Chicken tenders are also solid there. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Good call, Jared.
Next up is Zaxby's, and I've never had it.
So while Cane's is like the A+, because they stick to the simplicity of just doing a couple things very well, Zaxby's tries to do a little too many things. So that knocks them down from A+ to B+.
Okay.
Even though it's pretty much the same thing. They don't execute it as well, and they try to do too many things.
I don't know why they included Hardee's on here as well as Carl's Jr., but same fucking difference.
Because fuck you.
I mean, yeah. Next up is Jimmy John's, who I will have to give a B+. Simply A, their sandwiches are fucking good. They're not very pricey, and they are the most convenient of any sub place I've ever been. I'm in and out in like 5 minutes tops.
See, what was great about like going to like Fayetteville or the University of Arkansas was like when you got just like shithouse drunk was at like 3 a.m. you could have a Jimmy John's sandwich delivered. I really like Jimmy John's. I'll give it a B+ too, because I do prefer my sandwiches hot, but for a cold sandwich, it's a damn good one. They're a little They want to put onions on everything, and I'm not crazy
it.
about raw onion. I don't like raw onion.
Love raw onion.
It's gotta be sauteed. It's gotta be sauteed and soft for me. I don't do crunchy onion. It's like a flavor like bomb of gross that you just bite into. It's just gross.
I used to actually for a little while in high school, I used to eat onions like apples.
Go fuck yourself in the face, Jim. That's terrible. Ugh.
Wait till you hear about cake soup.
No. Okay.
It's just a bowl of cake mix and milk. That's all it is.
That kind of sounds delicious. And I would eat
it.
But
I would eat the equivalent of like a full cake in one sitting in just a bowl.
Oof. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't even remember what we were talking
Jimmy
about.
John's is great.
Jimmy John's. Yeah. Give me the big Italian nightclub, no onions.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Same thing with onions for me. That's like so when I started my job, we had a Jimmy John's right by the office that was like a 5-minute walk. Mm-hmm. I'm a creature of habit sometimes. I had Jimmy John's in the same order every single day.
See, any of their sandwiches that they do with the like the onion or the not the onion, it's fucking gross. The vinegar and oil is a winner.
Their Cuban is trash though.
It's hard to do a good Cubano.
And they use the same bread as they like all their other sandwiches, so it just doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't work. And you also have to make a good Cubano. You have to heat it up, and you have to put bricks covered in aluminum foil on it to flatten it out.
Yep. Next up, I don't know if either of us have been here. I definitely have it. Is Whataburger.
Oh hell yeah, I've been to Whataburger. That's huge in Texas.
I know it's huge in Texas. I've never really been to Texas.
Yeah. Oh, it's an experience. Yep. So in Arkansas we have Feltner's Original Whataburger, and it blows the doors off of actual Whataburger. Actual Whataburger, like people like have a soft spot for it because I think they were like raised around it. But I honestly think that like Texas Whataburger like is trash. Like I would give Whataburger like a D+.
What do you give your Felton's Original Whataburger?
An A.
Okay.
Absolutely an A. Like if you ever drive down here, we'll drive to Russellville, home of Arkansas Tech University, whose name is the Wonder Boys. That's right, the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys, and go to Feltner's Original Whataburger.
I like that. Next up, we have Popeyes.
B+.
I'm also going to say B+. Chicken is really good. I like their sauce variety. One of the better chicken sandwiches out there.
Yeah, no, totally agree. Like as the chicken sandwich.
Also love the sweet tea.
We are living in the era of the chicken sandwich war, and they asserted themselves as like a global power in the chicken sandwich wars. It's a very good one.
Good sweet tea too. Also, like that, back to Raising Cane's, both those like that's a general staple I like of these chicken places. Usually pretty good sweet tea.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. It will give you just straight up diabetes. Like
but I
very soon after ingesting it.
But I feel healthier having it than I do soda for some reason.
Yeah. None of my feet are my original feet, and it all is due to the sweet tea at fried chicken franchises.
2025, 2030, we're going to have like robot appendages anyway. It's fine.
I already do. Boo.
There you go. Living in the future.
Yeah.
Next up, and I'm going to include this because I consider this fast food, Panda Express.
You know, it's good.
I'm gonna give it
chicken is delicious.
I'm gonna give it a B+ because I love the lo mein. I love the lo mein that they have.
Yeah. Are you
a person who like fast Chinese food is awesome?
Yeah, I do love like Americanized, like bastardized Chinese food quite a bit. Like any place that can do like a good sesame chicken, orange chicken, like that sort of thing.
Amazing.
Yeah, you got me. I'll give it a B+ as well. Beho, I've already told him about the Titanic.
We started the
show with the Titanic.
With the Titanic truthery.
Or should we say the Olympic? 412 truther.
412 truthers here. Next up, Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Crack?
C. It's gotta be
C. Yeah.
The convenience is out of this world.
Even.
The convenience is out of this world. The fact that you can get a taco, egg roll, and a burger.
See, that's the thing. That I don't like places that do that. Like I feel
I don't usually, but Jack in the Box is like the only exception.
Yeah. So we don't have tons of Jack in the Cracks here. So if I go to a Jack in the Crack, I of course am going straight for like a burger. Like I'm not
Or
gonna
their
fuck
breakfast
around and get a or breakfast stuff. I'm not gonna fuck around and get an egg roll or a taco at a Jack in the Box. Are you kidding me? Like, yeah, dude, I get it. Beho said it. I'm actually gonna go agree with him. I'm gonna say it's a soft D though instead of a hard D.
I'm gonna stick with
See what
C.
I did there?
I just think the convenience of it. It seems to me like it's one of the original 24-hour like breakfast all day places.
Something to be said for 24 hours too.
And maybe I'm spoiled because the first time I had it, I was doing like Uber Eats, and someone canceled their order of like $30 worth of Jack in the Box. So I'm just like, oh, I guess I get to try a smorgasbord of Jack in the Box as my first experience, and it was free. Actually, technically, I got paid for it.
Yeah.
So you can just call me a Jack in the Box shill.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You're in the pockets of big Jack in the Box of okay.
Next,
see if they can sponsor us.
Oh, Jack in the Box, please sponsor us. Actually,
Please
I have one
sponsor.
up on the list that I would want us to sponsor want to sponsor us even more because I'll shout them out all day. Next up is Dairy Queen.
DQ.
I love Dairy Queen. They're fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Their burgers are just kind of all right though.
I could eat nothing but dilly bars and be fucking straight.
I'm giving them a B+ because solely on their like ice cream. That's it.
Yeah, I mean their burgers are okay.
The burgers are okay. Their chicken's all right. Like their food is all right.
The burgers,
but their dessert, dude.
It's all just an appetizer to get to the dessert, to the dilly bar. Like for me, it's the dilly bar. The Sundays Blizzard's good. Give me the dilly bar.
It's for me. The cotton candy Blizzard is actually my favorite dessert of like all time.
Look at Beho here.
Oh, Brian Beho, first job Dairy Queen.
Mine was Steak and Shake. If you weren't around for it, yeah, man, the dilly bar. I like that you can actually go into like a DQ now and you can buy like a box of dilly bars and stuff.
That is great.
Yeah,
their ice cream's top tier. It's amazing.
Top tier, top notch. And also, you had that Parker Posey scene from Waiting for Guffman, where she talks about how she can always go back to the DQ, which also gives me like a soft spot for
I
DQ.
also have a soft spot because it's a very like small town, like Midwestern thing to have a Dairy Queen.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I feel like there's like a Confederate knockoff around here of like those same kind of dairy bars that are called like the Dixie Freeze around here, like that kind of thing.
I bet.
You can pull any small towns that got Dixie Freezes.
Next up is one we mentioned earlier. It's Little Caesars. We referred when I worked at a night job. We called this Little Squeezers.
Little Squeezers.
I don't know why, but we just always called it Little Squeezers. C. It's like maybe even like a C-.
Dude, B for the convenience of being able to get like a.
It is.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stick with C. I'm gonna stick with C because the convenience. Because like the food is not good. It's not.
Whoa!
It's not good.
Hold on.
It's a bad that you like.
Hold on. The deep dish. Get the deep dish is good. Just a regular hot and ready. Okay. Yeah, it's not great, but God, it'll do it a pinch. The deep dish and the Italian cheese bread are the stars of that lineup. There is a problem, and it's something that science hasn't explained yet, which is if you get a standard hot and ready and you don't finish all of it in one sitting and you let it wait overnight, how does it turn into what it becomes the next day? Like that's something that I feel like
lethal weapon.
Yes, NASA needs to take a look into this because it is otherworldly what happens.
Hey, Brian agrees with you. He's giving it a B-. I'm sticking with the C. The convenience is amazing, but every time I'm going to Little Caesars, I never order anything. I just get what they have.
Oh no, I take my time. Like if they don't have like a deep dish ready, I will sit and wait for a deep dish.
No, every time I'm going to Little Caesars, it's just like, oh, let's just get the Little Squeezers and just go. I'd get a hot and ready, whatever pizza they had, and I'd get a 2-liter of Pepsi, and that would be my fucking dinner because I'm a fucking slob of a human.
Well, the problem isn't with Little Caesars. The problem is with you, Jim, because you won't slow down and appreciate the finer things in life.
If I want to slow down, I'll go to a different pizza place, okay?
Yeah, okay, that's a good point.
Next up, we have I want this company to sponsor us so bad because I used to shout them out all the time on Twitter. I still shout them out every once in a while. It's Arby's.
Oh, I love Arby's.
Fucking love Arby's. A plus for Arby's. Oh my God.
And them getting was it H. John Benjamin, I think, and Ving Rhames to do their commercials only made it better. They have a pork belly sandwich that is like limited time runs. Good. Oh god damn it, is so good.
The Reuben is good. They're a fast food place that does a good Reuben.
Anytime that I have something that just like tastes like bullshit and feels unredeemable, I have emergency like horsey sauce and Arby's sauce packets in the fridge. And I'll be like, listen, Arby's can only be its saving grace. We're going to see if we can fix this. Sorry, Mom's Thanksgiving turkey. Just kidding.
Arby's sauce and curly fries?
My mom makes an amazing turkey. Yeah, curly. No. What's this crinkle obsession and going with like straight regular fries? No, you go to Arby's fries. You go to Arby's, you get the curly fries like a goddamn American, like not a goddamn communist.
Please sponsor us, Arby's.
Please sponsor us. We would like to be in the pockets of big roast beef.
I will gladly. I will take a bath in Arby's sauce if Arby's sponsors us.
Yeah,
I promise.
I won't take a bath in horsey sauce, but I'll eat a whole lot of it. I'll eat a whole lot of horsey sauce.
Bath in Arby's sauce if Arby's sponsors us. That's a promise.
Actually, yes. Yeah, me too. Actually, I feel yes. I got to be in on this too. if Arby's, if you're out there listening, if you sponsor us, we will both take baths in Arby's sauce. As long as it's not mayo, we don't have to put it behind a paywall.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. If it's mayo, then we have to start up a Patreon or do like start an
at
OnlyFans
Duke's Mayo Bowl. Yeah.
Next up is KFC, who I think KFC. My grandma talks about KFC like it was the best thing since sliced bread. I think KFC used to be really good. I think it's just kind of all right now.
I still like it.
It's still solid.
I'm going to give it an A. I've come back to KFC. I abandoned KFC for such a long time because I didn't, but it has to be the extra crispy KFC. And I still like it. I think last time the wife was out of town, like, I actually just got an 8-piece bucket of chicken and just ate it by myself, sadly and slowly and depressingly. I was really glad no one was there to see me at the time.
I'm seeing Biho with a C- at best for KFC. And I gotta of agree with them. I'm kind of at like a B.
Do you know what that's for? You know why?
I don't know why. I'm at a B.
Do you know who owns KFC? It's Yum Brands. Do you know who's a big sponsor of Louisville?
Is it
Yum Brands?
Okay, there you go.
That's why.
Right there. There's a bias.
Yes.
I'm gonna give them a B. I'm gonna give KFC a B. They're solid. I still need to try their chicken sandwich. It looks really good, but maybe it's just in my head that it's built because my grandma used to talks about KFC like back in the day. That's where they used to go for like Sunday lunch.
Okay,
I'm like they're talking about the KFC as like a sit down chicken like experience.
Listen, if I'm gonna consider like KFC's entire body of work since I've been a human, like when I was a kid, like it was a good night when mom came home with a bucket of fucking KFC chicken. Like
I never had that. Maybe that's why for me. I never
see mom. Where there's a Taco Bell currently was just a KFC. The problem, the reason I never have KFC anymore is because I have to go so far to get to KFC. It feels like I have to go too far.
And for KFC, it's not usually worth it. That's Brian. Another thing he said, they used to have buffets, and that was a big reason my grandma used to love them is the buffet factor.
And they also did not give a shit, and you could have two people eat on that KFC buffet.
Yep. The other, speaking of that, it's not on this list. It's not fast food, but Pizza Hut, like the local Pizza Hut in my town, used to have a buffet, and they've discontineed it, and it's made me furious. They also had a salad bar, and I don't think they're bringing it back, and I'm very sad.
Okay.
Next up is Sonic.
Hey, I love Sonic. I love the
Sonic
Chronic.
too. I just had a burger from Sonic not too long ago. I'm gonna go A. Their food's pretty solid, similar to Dairy Queen. Like the food's all right. The food's pretty good, but the drinks, and desserts you could get from Sonic, it's fucking amazing.
I love their burgers. I love the burger. I love the burgers and like the chili cheese tots. Like I'll eat the coney too. Like I love it.
I thought you would be a little out because I thought Sonic sometimes there's sometimes a place that tries to do too much.
They do. I mean, they have a lot of things that they try, but I also I was really kind of raised on Sonic and know what my niche is and go straight for it.
And then Brian also has a great point. Their ice. Their ice is just so good.
Do you know what their ice is great for? My family always gets a bag of their ice before Easter because that is the kickoff to the mint julep season for us, and it's
it is great for that. Yeah,
it is the perfect ice to pack into that glass to make a good mint julep, so you can get it like all frosted around the edges. So yeah, love the Sonic Ice.
That's fucking fantastic. Next up is Panera Bread, and I'm gonna give Panera Bread a D.
Fucking F.
Yeah, probably. It's actually probably more like F. It's so overpriced for what you get. I'd rather go to Jimmy John's or like an actual sandwich place.
Yeah, thanks, Panera Bread. I wanted the pleasure of dining in an airport while not being in an airport, you fucking jagoffs. I hate your bullshit. Like, your stupid salads, your
It's like they're trying to be a McDonald's and a Starbucks all together.
Yeah, mixed with like a Wolfgang Pucks, and it just fucking falls flat. Fuck you, Panera. Get the fuck out of here.
Just get the fuck out of here. Next up is Dunkin Donuts.
B minus.
B. Their coffee's like, I'm gonna go B minus. Their coffee's kind of all right. Their breakfast food's good. I like their.
They're like just straight up black coffee is good. I like good just
I never
like
get just
straight
black
up
coffee though.
See, I don't do like the fancy like frou like coffee drink.
I don't even do that. I'll do like a cold brew with some vanilla in it.
Oh, well, I mean, still, but like to me, like you gotta have a hot black coffee with donuts. Like that just to me those go hand in hand.
If I'm just having donuts, yeah.
But yeah, and I love their donuts. I think their donuts are good.
Donuts are solid, and then I like their bagel sandwich.
They're not the best donut out there. They're not the best donut on the market, but I think their coffee elevates them a little bit.
Potential breaking news: we might need to confirm with this. By the way, Alvin Kamara arrested after Pro Bowl. Look that up while we talk about the next one, Burger King.
See, the Pro Bowl was such bullshit that Alvin Kamara was so enraged. I don't know. We'll see. Great. Fucking Vegas. Burger King. I kind of like Burger King, but I don't eat there often. I kind of do too.
I think the Whopper is actually pretty decent.
A good burger. It's a good burger. They're also trying to do too much shit as of late too, though, with their chicken sandwiches, like their Italian chicken sandwiches and shit like that. Like, just make the Whopper. That's all you need is the Whopper.
Just do burgers. You're Burger King.
I think their fries are crazy underrated when they're crispy.
B-Ho's right there. Burger King burgers are great. Everything else terrible.
Yeah.
I will also have another controversial opinion. I like their nuggets just based on I hate myself sometimes, and I just want to like eat an unlimited amount of chicken nuggets, and they're the best bang for your buck for sheer quantity.
That's true. That is true. You can get like 20 nuggets for like $1.
Yeah, I remember when it was like $10. It was like 80 cents for 10 nuggets. And I would just do that. And I had 45 Burger King chicken nuggets once. And I just hated myself. And I was like, this is what I wanted to feel right now.
Yeah, when I'm really eating my feelings, I'll go and get like a Whopper and then get like 20 nuggets on top of that and call it a barnyard domination. Like, I feel like I just really dominated every animal on the yard barnyard.
Next up is Wendy's.
Hey, I love Wendy's. Actually, I feel like Wendy's has some of the better burgers.
Their chicken sandwich is great. Their drinks are good.
They've come a long way with their fries. Their fries used to really be the weak link. They're not as bad anymore.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a B plus just because I've had a couple of my worst experiences in fast food restaurants have come from Wendy's.
Yeah.
It's the only restaurant who has given me food poisoning.
But
also some of my best.
As people who are on like Discord with me know, my name there is Guy on the Ground. My personal currency, the Guy on the Ground buck, is backed by the Wendy's Baconator. It's on the Wendy's Baconator standard. I'm all about the Baconator. That's what the Hardee's Monster Burger used to be, and it's a sandwich that doesn't fuck around. It knows exactly what it is. No vegetables, mayonnaise, ketchup, bacon, burger. Boom. What else did you fucking need?
I am 100% leaning in saying I'm biased here, but yeah, I'm giving it a B plus solely because it's the only restaurant that's given me food poisoning.
Okay.
That's not Wendy's as a whole. This is just a specific Wendy's that I'm like biased against. It's just not that one spot just took it down.
It's why I can never eat at an Old Chicago ever again. I get it.
Well, good thing those are going out of business everywhere.
Yeah, because they fucking suck and give people food poisoning.
Next up is Chick-Fil-A. I've only had Chick-fil-A once. It was good. It's just, to me, where I had it, it was a super long wait, so it wasn't very fast. So I'm gonna give it another B plus.
I could just eat Chick-fil-A sauce, and I have.
Every Chick-fil-A I've seen, maybe it's where I'm at because I'm in Nebraska and I was in Los Angeles. So when Chick-fil-A is open, it's always a super long line.
Yeah, it's because they're always giving like shit out for free and stuff. But it's so fast. But hold on,
It's
though.
not,
like
though.
it's
I had
really
to wait
not a
an
wait.
hour.
Okay, so I've mentioned this before, and if you don't know, if you've never been to a Chick-fil-A, usually they're like little like Pentecostal girls there in their jean skirts with their permed hair, and every time that you say thank you to them, they have to say my pleasure. And I have a bucket list item, which is cornering an employee of a Chick-fil-A and saying thank you over and over again until they're crying and saying my pleasure at the exact same time.
I want you to
kind of what I'm into.
You're like an 80-year-old man, just an old man walking in, just like, thank you. You're just like slowly like walking up to him.
Oh no, I still need to be in my sexual prime when I do it, so that threat is there.
That's true. You need the threat available.
Yep.
I like that. I'm gonna give it a B+ just because of my experience. It's
look at me acting like I'm still in my sexual prime. By the way,
you'll be in your sexual prime for 20 more years.
Yeah. As long as there's black market Pakistani boner pills, I'm good.
All you got to say is what that mouth do.
What that mouth do? Yo, girl. What that thing smell like?
Next up is Taco Bell.
You didn't hear what I just said? That's good.
Yeah, we're gonna skip past that.
Skip past that. Taco Bell. So sober me says D. Drunk me says A+.
Yeah, I'm basically right there with you. Sober me will only ever get the cheesy gordita crunches. Drunk me will get everything on the menu.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna say B-.
Okay.
Next up is Subway. Scrubway, as we used to call it.
C minus maybe. Like
it's just the only sandwich place in my fucking town.
I know. I've been there.
God damn it!
We went to Subway.
It's a C-. It's a C-.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, Brian fucking hates Subway.
At least they'll toast it now, you know. But it doesn't really save it. Honestly, I mean,
it's fine.
The BMT is okay. I like that. I like
combination. Like the chicken teriyaki.
Yeah,
it's whatever.
If you get the seafood sandwich, you're a fucking psychopath.
You're a fucking psychopath.
You're fucking insane, and you should be in a registry.
I do like that the Subways around me also have ice cream, and their ice cream is actually really good.
Okay.
They have like good rich ice cream. It's fucking bomb.
But also where you live, that feels like a necessity, and that you still like are kind of in the era of like having like general stores that sell like beaver traps, and also like, but at the same time you can buy like a sack of flour and a Subway sandwich.
Some places might, but Subways have ice cream, and I also liked in Los Angeles that Subways were 24-hour.
Okay.
I like the sandwich place that was open 24/7.
That's good. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty proud of myself for the general store thing.
I mean, you're not far off. You're not fucking far off. Up next, I'm gonna include this because we included Dunkin, Starbucks.
Fucking like a D. Because I don't do fancy coffee drinks. I just get like black coffee. You know what the fanciest I do is like a cappuccino, and that's a basic bitch coffee drink.
I'm gonna give it a C- because I think their food stuff is actually pretty decent.
I don't even eat the food stuff.
Their food's all right. Their food's pretty decent.
I don't like scones.
I mean, I get like the sandwiches, so I get like their like
egg sandwiches.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I don't even like go into
like breakfast sandwiches.
Okay,
and like they do a bagel, but it's just a bagel.
I literally like I only go to Starbucks for the coffee. And very rarely do I do that. Like it feels like it's been way too like built up. Like I don't really care. Like some people are like, do they put crack in it that make you crave for it daily? Right. That's how people get hooked on Starbucks coffee.
So I go for dessert because I like the frou drinks. I go for the caramel frappuccino.
Do you want to know why I don't order those things? Because I'm so intimidated.
It's because sugar.
Well, but also I'm so intimidated by the language of it that I don't know what I'm saying.
And
I feel
a medium or a large.
Well, not only that, but it's like I want this with this and that and this, and like I feel like it's its own special language that no one taught me, and so instead of trying to learn it, I just rebuke it.
Oh yeah, and if you're going for just coffee, it's expensive too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But I will drink a cappuccino. I like the little shot of espresso.
Oh, little shot of espresso is nice. And then the last
Like the beans
on the list is McDonald's.
It's always there. It's always going to taste exactly the same.
You know exactly what you get from McDonald's.
You know exactly what you get. You know exactly what you like. You know exactly what you don't like. It's comforting. It's weird. It's weird that American life is like this, but that's something that's comforting, is that you can get the exact same burger anywhere.
And
but
it's global.
And it's global. Now, they are kind of like freshening it up so it's not the same, just like crazy shit. But like it feels like the staples like haven't changed. Like they might like change the bun, they might change, but it's still just the same old kind of shitty, kind of good McDonald's
the trifecta.
patty.
Jenna used to work at McDonald's.
Boom, there we go. I'm gonna give it a C. Like it's not the best, it's not the worst, but it's always there and it's always a little bit heartwarming. My favorite chicken McNuggets are the boot-shaped ones. I don't know why, they just taste better.
Yes, those you're 100% correct. I'm giving it a C for consistency.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you know what you're gonna get. And
I'm giving it a C for comfort.
My order at McDonald's is I just get a regular cheeseburger. I get like 2 of those and 2 hot and spicy McChickens, and then a fucking Diet Dr. Pepper.
I get a double QP with cheese with no onions, because I hate their onions. Like those
the onions they put on the quarter pounders are terrible. I like the little diced onions.
No, see those
regular burgers.
They change. Yeah, right. That's right. They changed it up. I hate the little diced fuckers, because if I order it without the little diced fuckers and you get the little diced fuckers,
you can't.
Good fucking luck.
You have to like scrape off all the sauce.
Yeah, and it's still, they might even be like buried, like pressed in there, like little fucking like Russian like mole agents, but filled with like gross like flavor crystal mouth explosion onion. Ugh, yeah. But that I'll get the double QP with cheese, no onions, a 10-piece McNugget with barbecue sauce, and a big ass Coke.
There you go.
Their Coke just tastes different.
It scientifically does. They have their own brand. Yeah.
Dude, child of the 90s with the high C orange order. Beho. Love it.
Yes,
good order.
High C,
that's a good order.
Fucking great.
We know when you grew up based on what you order at McDonald's.
Those are our fast food rankings. What did you think of that segment I sprung up on?
That was fun. It kind of makes me miss the days of picking all of the college football and NFL games, because it felt like we ran through that and I rambled on much longer than I needed to.
I'm thinking I might make this a thing now that we're getting into the offseason of football. I might have to just bring us things to rank